Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down now. It's Benson. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a give right side. It's Benson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Benson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. Benson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Trubisky will throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Let him know.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
He's checking. Cracks. Check 31.
Yep. There goes.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Check. Yo. Go. Get it.
They run. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yep.
backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
No. 22 jet bomber. Check 3. Hit it.
Off play action. Weeks. Open here, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Got to do better.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable spot. A heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's third down. 3rd and 10.
Ready. Go. 60 outlaw.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
Ready. Hey, Haywood.
Cut. 45 the mic. I got one. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. Go.
To throw on third down. Weeks. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Zoo.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Any weapon.
He's coming, double up.
Shit. Hey, Alpha. Ready.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. Weeks. And he finds Cook. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. I got you, son. I got you.
Go.
You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Back to throw. Weeks. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Jim.
Look at me. Zipper.
You got motion. Back up. 45.
Now.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that... incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
55.
In your face.
Watch it.
Alert.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Trubisky to throw again. And it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Blue.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. Good touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw on 2nd down, Weeks. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down now, it's Benson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Trubisky now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now it's Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet, as they come up now 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Red, come.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
There we go. Nice move.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stay with your man.
Now Trubisky to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch, switch.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, 18.
Mike.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught inside the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Now.
45 the mic.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Pick it up. 58, boy, 58 to Mike. Come on, baby.
Hey! Greystone travel.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
Yes, yes.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on first down. It's caught. Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 3. 218, chop.
Alert 3, alert 3.
On second down, this is Madison, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
60 outlaw.
You don't want to.
Check. Crunch. Topper. Topper.
Shit. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
55 is my guy, 55.
Now it's Trubisky. It's complete. It's Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's get that ball right here.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check. Back.
They'll run with Madison. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weeks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Get it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Down. 50. Plant.
Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Smooth. Hey, 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 hey. Hit it.
From the gun, Weeks. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Watch twins.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, ball.
Mike's 5-4. Yeah.
Hey, watch that. Spud.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Yep. Protein spell. Shoot.
2nd and 5. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Minnesota.
Ready? 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. 80 weapon.
I'm here all day.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
5.
On first down, Weeks. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the edge.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Weeks. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Motion, motion, motion.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Philip Dorsett, 79 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Clear. Go.
Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Ready.
58 for Mike.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Get it.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Pride.